Jamal Edwards was born on the 24th of August 1990 in Acton, West London, and he was of Caribbean descent, coming from the islands of St. Vincent and Grenada.
His mother, Brenda Edwards, was a singer on The X Factor in 2005. She is also a part of the cast of the ITV show Loose Women. At the age of 15, Jamal's mum bought him a camera for Christmas. He then started filming his friends rapping on his estate in Acton. And then Jamal created SBTV after his rap and MC name Smokey Bars in 2006.
Yo, it's Smokey Bars, I put down a camera. I started writing bars for certain man try to say he ain't man enough.
Jamal then started filming people across the UK, spitting bars. Like this old grime freestyle from Cadet in 2008.
I'm a boss beast in the beat, stay G from the feet, you're getting beat with the heat. And if I put out the ting, everybody would have been like duck. Like there was beast in the street, stay G from the feet, you're getting beat with the heat. I've got so many bars cause it's sheep in my teeth. I pull it out, fuck ducking for cover. I take off for cover like this heat in your sleep. I'm C-A to the E to the T. I can't but never was deep in your teeth. And I'll creep in his sleep with the heat to his feet. I squeeze at his feet and we beef in the sea.
Cadet then became an established artist in the UK years later. And I just want to say RIP to Cadet as well.
One of the best storytellers ever, bar rap man. He was literally the best.
Yeah. Jamal's goal was to give people a platform to reach the masses because the mainstream media wasn't focused on rap or grime at this time. And some of the only opportunities for artists were things like Channel U or pirate radio at this time.
To expand SBTV, Jamal started branching out to different genres such as R&B and acoustics to gain a new audience. One of these acoustic artists that he collaborated with was Ed Sheeran.
Tell me about when you first met Jamal.
It was at I Love Live in January 2010. We had been speaking on Twitter, but I just remember being sort of like poked in the back and turning around, and he just went SB, and I was like, oh, that's nice to meet you. And then the next day we took a train together to Sunningdale to Jake Gosling's studio, and that's where we made the You Need Me video, and then did the A-Team A64. I did the Nizloppy thing at the train station. Then we got the train back, went to Twin Bees house, watched the Man United game, and then got on a bus back to Acton to his mum's house, and then I crashed at his for like 2 weeks. So like literally like after knowing him for a day, was just living at his house.
Yeah.
Another artist which Jamal helped reach his potential is Nines. He had a legendary SBTV warm-up session. There are so many iconic tunes on SBTV such as Money on My Mind, Yay, and Can't Blame Me, with the support of Morgan Keys. He is another talented pioneer, director and A&R in the UK music scene, who filmed many videos and freestyles to help build SBTV.
Some other artists that Jamal was influential in the development of their careers are Skepta, Dave, Benny Banks, Rita Ora, Jessie J, Stormzy, and there's so many to mention. Like I would be here all day. There's too many to mention. Some of Jamal's biggest achievements are his book on self-belief in 2013, his MBE to services to music, his role as an ambassador for the Prince's Trust. Some other achievements were his 100 million view freestyle by BBK.
We would not have made it to 100 million views if it weren't for all of you guys watching, so I want to big you up for that, and I keep it locked to SBTV.
2012 shit, yeah, and it goes.
To those who don't know me, hello. You think you control me? And no, I'm one of the best artists in the world, and I leave other MCs below. If you ain't heard of me, hello. Keep up, stop moving slow. Boy, wanna know what boy better know means for you to find out and for me to know.
And also him being a torchbearer in the 2012 Olympics. There are so many more achievements and awards I could list, but we would be here all day. He saw potential in people, no matter their level or status, and he inspired people to chase their dreams.
SBTV has different types of freestyles on their channel. One of them was warm-up sessions created by Morgan Keys. This was seen as an introduction to showcase your talent. If you did well, you would get a sought-after F64, which was an artist's best 64 bars. Some of our favourite SBTV warm-up sessions were Nines. We spoke on Nines' one before. He has a legendary one, of course, at the Arsenal pendant. And I like this one because he's just telling his story as well. He looks a bit nervous, but his delivery and flow was just on point. I loved
Can't
it.
stop driving to my cash.
It's like, he's got a flash in that, I don't give a fuck about album drop. I'm planning the streets, I got 1,000 shots.
I won't stop grinding till my cash is right. Penthouse view got the flashing lights. I don't give a fuck if my album drops. I'm platinum in the streets, I got 1,000 shots.
One of my favourites was Benny Banks. This one was mad. He said, he goes, na 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 na. That beat's legendary as well. I don't know where it's from. He said, what did he go? Mom, dad tried their best to save me. Couldn't let the streets take a baby. Well, the love in the world weren't gonna feed or pay me. So I can't hold strings so the mom saved me. I didn't even spit the bars properly. That flow.
Beats, props, everyone hearing it. I don't know. Listen, 2010. Lip. Dad died, mum tried her best to raise me. Tried her best not to let the streets take her baby. All the love in the world weren't gonna feed or pay me. So I had to cut my own strings before she sent me crazy. Enough respect to the single lady, bringing up a baby on shitty wages.
That Benny Banks one was mad. And also English Frank. Remember English Frank?
This one, it wasn't only just his delivery and like how he was spitting, he was cold, but it was just his facial expression as well. He didn't look right, but he was
I see my life flash up for me. You boy tried to bore me. You man and bore me, telling the same old story. At 13 I shot my first G, at 16 I shot my first key. Mummy and daddy knew I was naughty. The streets tried to extort me. It's 44 time, little man I know about 40-40. Back in the day, I man I would've fought me. But now man I wanna see me see 40. So I'm happy if I reach 25. Cause my best friend he died at 25. Now it ain't no lie. If I say I'm living that real life, I ain't safe on this war going on outside. Are you really from the ends? Do you really push your bends? Have you really lost friends? Do you really owe skanks? Do you really spit gems? Really shot pain? Well if then, you know where I'm coming from.
You look like Phil from down the pub.
I'm better there, man.
I don't know where that brother's gone. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, his one was legendary. And yeah, there was one more. Is Iron Unknown. This guy literally created his name at the start of the interview. I think Jamal gave it to him. I think he literally created Iron Unknown at the start of the interview. And if you listen to it, he is just giving that a real rap. Like, man is talking about what he's going through. Not about cars, not about bling, not about watches. Just talking about his general life.
As I get older, realise society's trapping the youth. The streets getting colder. Now every day, olders looking for lads to recruit. Look over your shoulder. Be cautious, my brother, when packaging food. Police are all over. One wrong move, you slacking and nabbing your crew, but I'm back in the booth. Because I've been hearing these rappers and they're lacking truth. But what I'm spitting is factual proof. While others they spit out, they clap and they shoot.
I'll be real, I listened to more of the warm-ups. He listened to more of the F64, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll go through some of the ones that were my favourite. I have to go through the first one. The most iconic one is the Terminator one. If you've seen the Terminator one, my man's literally in a whip. They're talking to Jamal in the, I think it was Jamal, I don't know, and just still talking, and the man's just literally having a conversation. He said, I'll go to your mum's house, I'll do this and nan's house. I'll put a clip of it in because it looked funny, it was too funny.
I don't knife for fun, but I'll knife your mum. If she backs the war, then I'll knife her long. Feel bad after, get over it. She should have thought twice about backing her son. Don't try to bag a lies, I'll react to guys. If man is hench, I'll knife man down to size.
Another one was Professor Green, and this is around the same time he had that song called Jungle with Maverick Sabre. And he had the same flow, he had that same squeaky
around there.
Yeah, around there. He had the same type of flow on the SBTV F64.
I can go on Facebook to this day and when I was in school.
Listen. I was always looking for the next F64, do you know what I mean? With F64s, it's like, it's a stamp on your career, do you know what I mean? it shows, all right, cool, Benny Banks got one, Blade Brown got one, Young Teflon got one. So it shows that, all right, cool, these man, it's what road rap is made of. Do you know what I mean? Like they created a mold.
And it's something that is so simple, but so incredibly intelligent at the time for someone of his age. Just had a camera. I thought, you know, actually, let me go and film some of these people, because there's a demand for it. People wanting to be seen on camera and so on. So
there were two very important F-64s that came out recently from Mike Righteous and Ed Sheeran, which were tributes to Jamal, because Jamal passed away on the 20th of February 2022 from a heart attack, which is drug related. Tributes poured out from across the UK community, from people that were touched by his inspiration, mission, and most importantly, his self-belief in himself and others.
Jamal Edwards is the reason I'm standing in front of you guys here today. So many different emotions that all of us feel, all of us that were so connected to him in so many different ways. We all have a different experience with him, but we all have so many things in common with the experience. And he's one person in the world that just wanted to help, that just wanted to see every single person that he touched shine. Jamal Edwards met me when I was going to Richmond College. He gave me an opportunity when no one would. I did not have the money to pay for videos. Jamal Edwards done it for free out of the love and kindness of his heart. Every single thing that I have today, we owe to Jamal Edwards. As a scene, I want to say I'm so grateful for you, brother.
he actually is responsible for a lot of careers right now, and that's how important these platforms were.
Pioneer the game. A real pioneer of the UK music industry, especially in rap and grime.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamal Edwards. Jamal Edwards was a man that believed in me and believed in so many people in our industry.
The community gathered around his mural in Acton to pay respects and celebrate the life of Jamal. His mother also sang a heartwarming song in remembrance of her son.
At least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me.
He is and will always be an important pillar in the UK music scene, especially in the rap and grime genres. And without him, some of your favourite artists wouldn't be in the positions that they're in today. It is important that we continue his legacy in our lives, strive for our goals, and most importantly, have self-belief.
We are here in Acton High Street at Jamal Edwards' mural, which is a large-scale portrait of him. This was unveiled in November 2021, which shows the gratitude and celebration of his life even before he died. Jamal taught us that the goal isn't to live forever, but to create something that will. And his name and legacy will live forever.
The route that I've taken to where I am today, I've had to maintain self-belief. Self-belief is probably like the most important thing. I worked in Top Man for about 5 years before I could earn money off SBTV. I didn't start SBTV to make money. I started SBTV because it was a passion and I wanted to film. I remember I was stacking shelves and people was coming into the shop and saying, "Oh look, there's Jamal." In my head I was like, "Oh, I don't really want to be doing this," but I worked to try and pay to do my other stuff. So while I wasn't working in Top Man, I was out on the streets filming loads of MCs and rappers, and that kind of made up for all the hours that I was working in Top Man. And I maintained self-belief by just remembering in my head, like, one day I'm going to be able to do SBTV and just do that full time. I remember I was going into all the labels and I was trying to get like people from outside the grime and rap scene. I got to a certain level and I was like, oh, I want to film something else. I want to film like different stuff, because my mum was a very musical person, so I was listening to all sorts of stuff. When I go into labels, it's like, nah, they didn't really want their artist on SBTV. It was like either too grimy or urban or too underground. and I had to keep believing that I'm gonna try and like get the big ones. So I think Kelly Rowland was my big first kind of out of grime interview, and off the back of that I was able to go into label and say, look, I've done Kelly Rowland, why can't your artist do it? Obviously it's not too grimy and urban enough for Kelly Rowland to do it or whatever. I always had like belief that one day I'll get them on SBTV, and I did. You gotta just be on your job. You gotta have self-belief, be on your job, be focused, don't let anything confuse you or get in your way. There was times where I think I was never gonna make it. There was times where I couldn't afford tapes. I remember I had to film Gunna D in Peckham a few years ago in the snow, and I had no tapes. I had no travel to get down there. I didn't even know how to get down there by bus. I had friends that helped me out, luckily, and I managed to get money from obviously working in Top Man, but there was times I was like, oh man, why am I doing this? Like, I'm not getting anywhere. If you believe in yourself, you'll make it happen. Believe in yourself enough to just go at it and don't give up. Peace.